Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Into the Breach. Gotta be honest, getting a little late at night here. But I don't want to leave without, like, I'm in the zone right now, even though we've been making some mistakes. Tell you straight off the bat, look at this pumping station. Block Vex spawning 3 times, protect the clinic. This is like my ideal circumstance. It's also the first time I've ever been on 4th Island. Alpha Burrower, 5 HP, Blood Psion. All other Psion heal 1. All other Vec heal 1 at the start of their turn. 3 enemies with 5 HP is terrifying. I can do 5 damage. This Vec will hide underground after taking 1 or more damage. Cannot be pushed. Okay, well they're very strong then. That's going to be tough for us to deal with. I think this is how we want to start. How much damage do you do? Oh my god, you're like... You're an unbelievably strong enemy. You attack in an area of 3 as well? That's outrageous. One of you was a Hornet. I didn't realize that at the time. Okay. You're gonna go underground, which sucks, because I'd really like to just flip you. But you're not really attacking anything important just yet. So I could kill the Psion and do 1 damage to you. Kill the Hornet with a punch and then freeze you. I just want to try something. If I move you here, no, you still can't get down there. Because we do want to block spawns, right? But we can get close. So it'd be like this. And then we would freeze. Shoot. And you're gonna go underground. I guess that's the other trick, is that we can interrupt their attacks, which seems like it could be real important by doing just 1 damage to them. Which means if we can get another unit to shoot them, then they'll just burrow right after that. Yeah, okay. So we're still trying to block spawns, by the way, in case you've forgotten about that. We can block 2 spawns on this turn. No, we can block 1 spawn on this turn. I really want to kill you. But I can also just freeze you. It's going to be a recurring theme, I think. I think freezing the burrowers is great, because it puts us in a situation where enemies have 1 less angle with which to attack the buildings. So I think we punch this guy. And we punch him away from the ice. Then we move... Yeah, there's no way we could have done that and blocked another spawn. Freeze you. And then you, it doesn't really matter where we stand because you're going to die. It completely matters where we stand because we don't want to shoot our own building. I will say, wait a minute, undo move. Check this out. Much better move. Enemy does not die, but now we block 2 spawns instead of 1. We've only got 2 enemies to deal with next turn. We're gonna win. It is now written and done. I love it. These are beautiful, irrelevant turns from the enemies. We'll just kill you. Like, here's a shot. You're dead. Here's a punch. You're dead. And then, like, I don't know. Might as well put you there. No, but then, see, we're already going to get the achievement, so it's as memey as it is, and as irrelevant as it is that we do the right thing, we should get in the habit. Freeze up our own unit. We'll block the spawn, get both objectives, and our tank doesn't take any damage in the process. Oh no, I'm frozen. There's about 100 different ways we could deal with this. Considering we don't need the experience, I don't know, I am kind of like completely okay with this little bad boy right here. I thought about using a single smoke to get the job done, but oh, it won't kill you. You know what will? This right here. That's why you keep the shield. We didn't need to kill the Vec. And for that, you know, hey, slow down there, hotshot. Give us a little double freeze at the end. Look at that. Dude, this is like by far the best. I mean, it's obvious. We're on the 4th island and everything looks great. This is the most textbook Into the Breach run we've ever had. I really want to do the venting fields. I really want to do the venting fields. To be honest with you, destroy all mountains seems impossible. This doesn't seem that bad. Kill 4 enemies inflicted with acid. We've got to ensure that the enemies somehow get inflicted. But, you know, or afflicted, I should say. I love the idea of getting extra grid defense. In all likelihood, we'll probably do both, but... Okay, so we've got 1 burrower, important to note. We want the Psion to die, probably to the tank. We want you to be able to pivot and get where you need to go. You got 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get where you need to go. You can definitely get where you need to go. And there's acid pits. Watch out for those. Inflicts acid on the first unit that steps on this space. So our flying units should be safe. We might have to accept some grid loss here. As much as I wish it weren't so, we might have to accept some grid loss. A lot of buildings being attacked right off the bat. But if we lose 1 power to get the 2 power for keeping everything alive, that's fine. I'm just looking at it like, is it even plausible? Like, is there any way? I think the answer is no. 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings are being attacked, so we need 1 move that pushes 2 enemies out of the way. The only one I can think of off the top of my head is this into a shot. Probably destroys the time pod and doesn't even protect 2 buildings, but it does kill a Psion. You, by the way, this burrower is extremely killable. One hit kills it. 1 hit for 3 or more kills it. Or we could freeze it. But the fact that it's so weak, I think means it's better to hit it. Can we move? No, well, we'd have to stand on acid to make it happen. So I think that maybe we do like the freeze there, actually. Well, that's not true. The tank would do it. The only other thing I can think of is if, perhaps, if I can get a unit that was attacking a building to attack another unit attacking a building. I know it starts to sound ridiculous. I need to move a unit in front of another unit's attack. The only way we can do that is this guy, and then we still need to do 1 damage to him. So I really, genuinely think we are not going to get out of this without losing at least 1 power. So the power plant is safe. What's the best way we can minimize damage? I do really like this turn still, even if it destroys the time pod, which I think it will. It didn't. Okay, so we killed a Psion and knocked a unit out of the way. Are there any other, like, 2 power moves? Of course we could ice a building, but if we're gonna ice a building, we might as well, just ice the enemy that's going to shoot the building. And again, you're afflicted with acid forever. I'd still really like to just hit you. I can't believe I can't get around you, but I guess we don't fly. I really don't want to inflict my own guy with acid, though. Maybe it's worth it to kill a burrower in 1 hit. Weapon damage against this unit is doubled. All other damage is unaffected. I think we're going to try it. I think it's worth getting the kill on this guy. And then we choose. Would you rather freeze you or freeze you? I would rather freeze you, this Hornet here, because you can fly and you're behind enemy lines. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope that 28 grid defense is going to work. I can live with it. It's actually, we messed up because that was a 2 building space. We should have maybe allowed the burrower to attack a 1 building space. This is a kind of tactical misstep that hopefully won't matter, but genuinely could. Now we want to start blocking spawns to keep our perfect island bonus alive. Which I guess would have been ruined by the... by ruining the time pod, to be fair, but... Okay. So I'll tell you right off the bat. Hello. Hello, Ruka. Please enter the room for this Into the Breach frenzy, okay? We want to start blocking spawns this turn. This Lord can get an easy double kill, although you're unaffected by push, aren't you? Oh my god. Cannot be moved by any weapon effect. Okay, so you actually would not die to a hit. If I flip you, you're not doing anything. Well... So I'm like, we can still kill you, but it's not as good, and it doesn't block any spawns. I was thinking we push you, you do 1 damage to this guy. Yeah, then we can punch you. I think it's important to kill the burrower. We're gonna have to start blocking a lot of spawns, though. Oh, excuse me. Oh, because we did 1 damage, he moved. That's actually perfect. It gives us so many opportunities. Step 1, go here and repair. That way you get rid of the acid. Step 2, you move forward 1. It's really the best you can do while still being useful. Freeze this guy. We got 3 enemies next turn, but we're at least blocking 1 spawn and getting closer to our objective. Bad enemy. Good enemy. In this case, good means enemies I don't want to see. Alright. Well, it's easy to deal with, thankfully. I think at this point, you probably want to freeze a burrower. It wouldn't shoot the time pod, no. I think... Ah, this sucks. Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, if we want to get the block Vex spawning, I'm pretty sure we have to block both of the spawns on this next turn. And I'm wondering how on earth we do that. Freeze can take care of 1 enemy, but we need the tank to block a spawn and take care of another one, which I literally don't think is possible. The only thing I could think of is if I could somehow get you to attack you. Like, we know 1 attack makes this guy wilt. And we can easily push you. I could freeze you, then I could kick you, but it's not gonna do anything. Then we gotta accept Perfect Island. Not today. So, what do you do? Get some easy freezies. Please don't kill the time pod. Yeah, you're not gonna kill the time pod. Beautiful. Always like to use the shield, just to remember that it's there. Pretty sure our objective is gonna be failed, but hey. We still did fine on the mission. We didn't do fine, we lost 2 grid power, but we're going to, we're gonna get 2 grid power immediately back, but that doesn't help our grid defense, admittedly. Wow, great turn. I like it so much. Why didn't I think of it last time? Hey, 1 second here. You gotta be smart. When you do these missions, you gotta be smart. So deliberately infect yourself with acid, and then freeze your own unit, so that you can get that time pod for free, and also destroy the beetle. I would describe that as the least successful mission we've had on this entire campaign so far, and we're still at full grid. We got a time pod. Reactor? Oh, acid tank I do not want. We'll sell that for money. Not that they're for power, probably. Not that the acid tank is bad. It's just not something we immediately need. I'm thinking the next target has got to be like Dash. Admittedly, gaining a shield is not useless. And you're looking at this and you're going, please God, give something to your mech pilot. And you're probably right. +1 move is worth something, but... Alright. Block Vec. Protect the power generator. This is an easy one. I'm trying to save this one for, I don't know, maybe later. So I know what the enemies do. Conveyor belt pushes units 1 tile. Good to know. Kind of a weird one, isn't it? You definitely want artillery at the back. Well, no, we don't necessarily. What is you? You've got 5 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can hit any spot on the map, more or less. Yeah. I think this is okay. You got 6 move. You got 4 move. Yeah, so you want to be at the front. I could put you here. You want to go there? Not like this. What have I done? I think this also still works. Alright, weird one. Very weird one. What happens if you fall... Oh my god. Strange pod or time? It's another time pod. What happens if you fall in acid? Do you die? Or are you... I'm assuming you get more than being just afflicted with acid, but... You know, I could be wrong. We gotta block 3 spawns again. We still want to get the corporate rep. Behaves like water, but inflicts acid on surviving units. So any massive unit will still die. Alright, you're an interesting one. You know what I'm thinking. Tank here, freeze this building. Kill this in 1 hit. But it did require freezing the building, so it didn't take damage. Ah, but there's a play. A different play. We could flip him. How do we kill you without hurting one of our own things? Tank comes here. Or here to block a spawn. Shoots. Doesn't kill you though. Well, it would kill you if I wanted it to kill you. There's only 3 units attacking this turn. I think I've got it. Somebody's got to do something with you. You're like the tricky one that people aren't paying attention to, I think. We got the time pod, but that's just like it's a minimum bonus. And then we freeze. Tank shoots this way, gets a kill, You punch you get a kill. Hornet lives, unfortunately. But this is the price we pay for no grid damage. Admittedly does not block a spawn, so we want to be on that as soon as possible. I should keep... kind of whiffed on that one, huh? Should keep in mind, this guy's afflicted by acid. So, I mean, we got lucky right there. I'm usually good for making a mistake like that once or twice a run. It's a lot harder than you would expect to block all this damage. Unfortunately. Like, I think right off the bat, I shoot. Well, we could get 2 spawn blocks if we choose not to shoot. Well, I don't know if I like it. And do we get 2 spawn blocks? Because this thing's going to be in trouble. Like, if we smoke... Oh, you know what? We could jump. Jump is bad here. Maybe it isn't. If we jump here... No, it's still bad. Yeah, it's bad. Really, what would be nice is to have a way to get our tank here. Okay, I think I actually have it. Here's two ways to do this. Here's one. Double shot. This guy obviously just runs away. He doesn't move, so the building doesn't take any damage. Kills one enemy, gets rid of another one. You've only got 4 movement still. Yeah, we should have put you in a different spot last turn. You move here, freeze this. You block the spawn. The other move would be you move here, flip this guy, which will kill him. You freeze this guy, and then tank comes here, blocks a spawn, and shoots this guy, and shoots the mountain. He'll disappear. He won't die, but he only has 1 HP to begin with. But everything we attack with does at least 3 HP, or 2. So 1 HP is still an attack that it's soaking up. That's why I think that our best option is the first option, which is just a shot. At least kills 1 unit. Gets them out of the way. You get close enough to block a spawn next turn and freeze an annoying enemy. And honestly, let's split the enemies down the middle so that maybe they can't... Did I give you a shield? Did I make it so you give a shield? No. Do things this way for now. Alright, 2 annoying enemies, and the burrower's back. All we gotta do, though, is block 1 spawn and protect all our buildings on this turn. No, we gotta block 2 spawns, and that's fine, that's fine. Block 2 spawns, protect all buildings. Tell you right off the bat, I love the tank shot here. Does exactly the same thing we did last time. But it might be better. What are you attacking? You're attacking me? That's very rude. You guys only attack 1 space in front of you. So the tank shot gets a kill, pushes the other one away. Yeah, here's the turn. The tank shoots. You come here, freeze this guy. It accomplishes all of our objectives, which is the most important thing. And this guy's gonna get killed eventually, which is cool. Oh no, he's a firefly. Oh no, he's a beetle. He'll die. It accomplishes both of our objectives, because now we have the power generator taken care of as well. Or sorry, now we have the spawn taken care of as well. We just need to get the power generator not to take damage. And of course, this is like, it's easy mode now. Freeze. And again, we don't really care about experience anymore, so we'll just smack you and end turn. Nobody's on a hazard. Remember, we've lost Perfect Island bonus, so don't worry about that too much. But just be stoked that you got another power core. Absolutely nothing to complain about. Assuming we got a reactor core from this, yeah, okay. We got 1 free reactor core. Extra health? Again, I don't know if this unit has ever taken a shot. You got nothing to even put the power into, so I guess it goes to you. And I'll give you a shield when you do the attacks, because you can see that sometimes it's useful. So I think I'm going to go for this one to try to get another reactor core. Because what are we going to buy with our scrap heap? We're going to buy grid defense and reactor cores. So we might as well try this, although we know it's going to be tougher. And we also know that we might have to give up... Oh, we start with an acid tank. We might have to give up some grid power in order to guarantee we get our objectives accomplished. We got 5 enemies on screen to start with, so this might be a good turn to use our smoke on right off the bat. Tank knocking out 2 burrowers would also be a huge play. And that is possible right off the bat, which is very important. Okay, they gave us a blessing on turn 1. I don't really want to block a spawn with the acid tank. as useful as that seems. What's the play? I think you go here. Kill this guy. Tank shoots. But we first infect this guy with acid so we can increment our bonus objective. And then you'll kill him and he'll just disappear. Then you come here, freeze this guy, and this building gets very safe. So one burrower lives, the beetle lives but it's on ice, and one unit comes from the grave. Or from below. Let's make sure this works. Even dissolved your corpse for you. Don't ever say I didn't do anything for you. It's very nice of this guy to put all these rocks around me too. That might have just won us this mission, honestly. I'm a little cocky, but... remember, every turn we want to kill an enemy that has acid on it. 2 spawns this time. 3 spawns. No joke. Alright, so, I mean, the easy kill is right here. Yeah, I mean, I think it's very simple. I don't even think we want to block spawns that much because we need enemies to come back to life, right? So that we can kill them. So I'm thinking acid tank hits you, tank shoots you. We could also do acid tank hits you, tank comes down here, kills you, wouldn't kill you, but then we would just come here, spawn, punch you, or flip you. If I flip you, though, you're already going to kill another unit. What's the attack order like? 1? How much damage you do? Are you going to hit a building? You'll hit a mountain. You know what I mean here? We're spoiled for choice, let me just put it that way. And some units got to get frozen. We could come down here, flip this guy. He's going to kill this guy, isn't he? Yeah. I'm going to start enacting this. Just this. Well, he'll actually just die in the process. So we still got to find a way to deal with this guy. Obviously, Tank Lord is a real option there. I kind of prefer this, okay? Tank here, me here, blocking a spawn. I don't think we want to block 2 spawns. I think we want 2 enemies to come up on the next turn. So then it would be like acid tank on you, but then you won't die. Okay. Okay, yeah. And you're gonna freeze? That's good. I think it keeps things trapped in here, which I kind of like. Acid tank. We gotta kill an enemy with acid. Oh, wait. This is bad, because we're gonna shoot our defense lab. Very poor play. Acid tank, shoot, you take 1 damage. Flip ya, you kill this guy. We don't block any spawns. Again, I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but... you know what? The burrower disappears. Maybe I leave you alive and I do block a spawn? That doesn't make sense. That's not a good play. I guess I freeze you. I mean, that's I either freeze you or the defense depot. And then for you, we'll smack a mountain, honestly. Give ourselves a shield so we don't take damage. We're in an amazing spot right now, in case that's not abundantly clear. 2 Alpha Hornets, that's no good. We still got the Burrower as well. Okay, well, if you're going to make it easy on me, sure, I'll take a double kill there. Like a shot straight up gets a double kill. But we would like to put acid on one of the enemies first. And that's where things are becoming an issue. Unfortunately. I think if I put acid on... Let me look at this for a sec. Acid on this guy, he's dead. Obviously. Shoot this guy. Dead, dead. That's another kill with acid. We're blocking a spawn going into turn 0. I think that's fine. So let's redo this. You go here. We don't need you to freeze an enemy? I don't know yet. Let me think. You'll be dead, you'll be dead. I don't think we need you to freeze an enemy. We just want one enemy to come back to life. Yeah. Not like that. Like this. Shoot. We might as well have you get the double kill first just to make sure it works. Ah, no. We might as well not. Gotta do that first. No, we don't, because we need to shoot the acid first. Okay, shoot the acid. And you, it doesn't really... I mean, what do you got? You can shoot some ice, I guess, but... who cares? One enemy coming out. Only objective for this turn, kill the enemy after afflicting him with acid. Seems like an easy job. You know what? You might as well not kill the acid tank. He's been a very good boy for us. Look at that. Mission accomplished. Great mission. Free reactor core. What can you say? Like, this squad is 10 out of 10. I thought we had one more mission. That's okay, though. Who gets the reactor core? Well, I mean, at this point, like... literally, we could give it to you to give you +2 health, but that seems stupid. I'd rather just save it and give you +1 damage on this, or give you the dash probably is a better option. I could give you the dash right away, but the shield is also useful. Destroy the Psion abomination. Keep in mind we don't have to do that because we've already failed our perfect objective. But if we can get the star for it, by all means. And then protect the corporate tower. What are you? Psion abomination. All other Vec gain +1 HP regeneration and explode on death. So it's every ability. And you've got 5 HP. Wonderful. Because you can fly, I think you guys are better off starting back here. At least we're only starting with 4 enemies. Well, it's just an awful start. Okay, step 1 is easy. We gotta kill this guy if we're gonna do what I want to do for step 1, though. Which is... because of explode on death. So here was my game plan. I'll lay it out for you. Go here, shoot, does 3 damage to this guy, knocks him on there. Kills this rock, does 1 damage to this guy. Then this guy shoots, as you can see on attack order, before him. So he will kill this enemy for us. And he'll take 1 damage from blocking the spawn. Beautiful turn. One problem. This guy lives, and there's no way for us to kill him. Better turn. Still won't kill you. There's like almost no way. I think there might be literally no way for us to get 2 enemies taken out at once here. And if we're gonna kill an enemy, we have to kill the Psion first. But there's no way for us to deal 5 damage in a single turn. It's just not possible. So it's a very tough situation to be in. We can make this guy disappear, but we really want to take care of this guy on turn 1 because of the regeneration. But I really can't let you live because you're going to take away potentially 4 grid power. I'd much rather lose 1 grid power than lose 4. Especially with a 30% resist chance. Like, there's a genuine shot that that's just the right thing to do, and then spend 1 corporate reputation to take care of it later. So I'm thinking almost like use the tank. Use the tank to shoot you, but not into the corporate building. Use the tank. Ugh. To freeze the corporate building. Shoot with the tank. Kills this guy. But then this guy lives. We really can't let him live. He does too much damage to the grid. Do we really let the Psion live for 1 turn? One thing's... if we're gonna allow 1 grid damage to happen, we should do it this way. Due to this enemy dying and exploding. Like, we shoot. You kill him. This building probably dies. We freeze this guy. And then punch the Christ out of this guy so we can kill him next turn. Let's try. This has the added advantage of blocking a spawn. I love freezing this guy so we never see him again. And it's only this building being targeted, so... yeah. I stand by it. I really do. And you gotta go. Because the regen is gonna be a real pain in the butt. There we go. So the 30% resist came through extremely in the clutch, as it has many a time in the past. We're in a much, much better spot on this turn. You have to go. And I think you have to go first. But you have to be shot by the tank, which is so annoying. So we have to, like, swap. Why? Because you're over water, unfortunately. And then you'll just be frozen. So you'll be killed first. Because then it lowers the HP of everything by 1. Yeah. So important. You will be punched. You will be frozen. We've completed our first objective, and we're almost certainly going to be able to defend the corporate tower now that we have, you know, N units, where N is the number of units that we also possess. Most of the time, that's going to be enough. Every one of our units has a pretty obvious ability that can deal with other units, so... if you attacked before this guy, there's a clever play, but as is, I don't think we need a clever play. I think we just need smart decisions. So, I think I push you 1 square. Freeze, kill you, freeze you. Because the burrowers are a lot better frozen, I think. Although, I could block a spawn. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like that more. But is there any way... I'd have to kill you with you. And then the tank would have to... Yeah, there's no good spots for this. So you're thinking like this, freeze... kill? But what do you do? Oh, this guy, he's not hitting anything. And, I mean, you're not really blocking the shot, are you? Hold up. Undo move, undo move. Kill. Freeze. This last guy doesn't really matter. In fact, you just want to leave him be, so we'll probably just block a spawn, assuming we can still freeze him someplace else. So, kill. Freeze. Block spawn. Lovely. Next turn, we have one enemy. Two enemies. Easiest turn of my life. You should be killed. You should be killed. Dude, life is but a dream. 2 more corporate rep. We're gonna have 7 extra. That's ridiculous. Eight rep. Pull tank, smoke pellets. Shield array. They're science class weapons. You can't do anything with it. Deploy a small tank to help in combat. It's useful, but we're finding something to do with all of our available... it's a good power sink, but we're finding something to do with all our available turns right now. Maybe we would rather have the light tank, which we could have do 3 damage itself, and it's an extra unit. Requires 2 power. So you know what I'm thinking? Is that we give... There's 2 lines that I see right now. Sell the jet boosters, which have been okay, and they're free. Buy the light tank. And then, can we get to 5 power? I don't think we can. So the second line, you're not gonna like it as much, but is what we're gonna do, is 2 reactor cores, 2 power. With 31 defense For 1% of grid defense is not worth that much, but it's something to sink our teeth into. I think you look at that and you go, dash is now good. You've got literally nothing. And then, congratulations, you've got some health. We have to go to the final mission. So for now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for the penultimate attempt here. See you then.